So my nephew brought me a couple of alternators. Sounds like fun, right? Let me show you what they look like. So this one, turn you around correctly, from an old, like 2000 something-ish Grand Cherokee. And if you'll notice as I'm rolling it around, lots of dirt is coming out. Of course, it's set up for serpentine build, but that's not a big deal. Also, got this one. This one's an unknown. Don't know anything about it, but I'm sure I will figure it out. First thing is, what does this one need and why was it removed? And what will it take, ladies and gentlemen, and non-humans, what would it take to turn it into a welder? What do you think? Let's find out. First I gotta get this thing off. I guess I don't have to do it first, but I'm going to because I want to put a different pulley on it. Go. And struggle bus. The struggle bus is here. Okay, that's on there pretty good. Well, you know, I've got this cool little bearing puller. I wonder if that would work. Man, look at that dirt that's coming out. I've already knocked some of it off of the bench, but every time I move it, there's more. All right, so let me go get the bearing puller and set it up and see if that works. Yeah, so I got that off, and like every time I move it, more dirt comes out. It looks like it's seized up in there, so what I'm gonna have to try to do is open it up. Who knows why it was taken out? It was either replaced because something went bad, or they were doing something else to the vehicle. I just don't know. But in any case, I guess it's time to tear into it. Ugh, get some more of that dirt out of there. That's insane. That's what happens when things sit out in the desert for years and years and years. Let's see how far I can get before I get frustrated. And I'm already frustrated. It's not working. Ah! Okay. Well, I must resort to impact methods. Impact always works better. I never had one of these off before, so I don't know what I'm getting into. Oh, look, there's a spot for a screwdriver. Bet I have a screwdriver around here somewhere. You never know. It's kind of a screwdriver. Really? Impact with that too, huh? Let's see that I can find. Okay, well, not exactly impact, but I guess close enough. Yeah, power tools. That's what it's all about. All right, what do we got here? Looks like we have your typical setup. Got the rectifier here. Imagine that's the brush setup. Don't know if it's like internally or externally rectified. It came off of a Chrysler. I don't see an actual rectifier on there, so I am thinking this is externally rectified. That's pretty good news, but I'll have to double check. I'll have to look on the interweb, find out for sure. All right, let me see if I can get the brushes out, take a look at those. What I'm not seeing here is any kind of actual regulator. Okay, there's the brushes. Yeah, they're not too bad. Let's see if I can make the camera focus on it. I mean, yeah, they're kind of bad, but I think it was probably still working. Let's see. I guess I could zoom out a little bit too. I'm a little too close. Whoa, whoa, extreme close up. Okay, no, it's the other way around. Okay. Anyway, those don't look bad, as far as I can tell. What does this say here? Can you guys read that? My eyes are shot. What does it say? Okay. Random letters. Sweet. I have no idea what any of that means. But what's important now is I need to get in there and get all the crud out, so I need to get all of that out. How is this thing in there? Is it soldered? Yeah, it looks like it's soldered in different places. I wonder if I could just separate the case. Huh. Well, I'm going to try it. It was sitting in the dirt, so what's the worst could happen? I could break it. Oh, didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. I wonder if I've got something that'll do that better. Let's see what's this. 8mm, probably. All right, let's see if that works. Maybe I'll put it on an impact, an actual impact. Okay. There we go. The right tool for the wrong job. Right? That's how it goes? I don't even know. Oh! That doesn't like me. I have to hold it better. Let's see. There we go. Oh, goodness. Wow, that one actually fought me. How rude. There we go. Alright. Battle with it some more, I guess. Alright. Haha! Holding on to it a little tighter seems to be the way to go. Of course, as I've said numerous times probably by now, I've never opened up one of these Bosch alternators, so here we go. I don't know what I'm getting into. But here's the thing. I got nothing to lose with this thing, you know? I wonder if I could just tap it apart. That's all of those cross bolts. Bet you those bearings are seized up. Let me see if I can find a martillo. I have one or two laying around here. Here we go. Let's see, how should I do this? That, I guess. I'm sure there's a plenty of you going, no, Ron, don't do it that way. Well, you're not here, so I'm going to do it how I want to do it. If I break it, I break it. I mean, you're welcome to come on over. You're not actually, because you're not invited. Huh. Seems like I'm getting a little separation. Maybe. I was going to say, those are all connected just to that chassis. Yeah, I bet it's seized up. Well, I'm going to take a break, clean all this dirt off, and take another stab at it. So I was messing around with it, realizing that, of course, these are attached to the winding, so I probably shouldn't do it that way, but I decided to see if I could just get it loose. So put the nut back on there, and look at that. Can you guys see that? Yeah. How about that? Isn't that cool? It turns. And I mean, it keeps turning. Look at that. So I don't know what's going on with it, except maybe being full of dirt. I'm sitting out there all this time. I can still feel crunchies in there. So I probably won't tear it completely apart. I'm just going to try and clean all the dirt out of it and excite the windings and see if I can get voltage. This might be a real short trip, folks. Be right back. Okay, so what I did, let me show you. Turn it around here. So I took one side of the rotor, grounded it, took the other side, gave it a positive, and it's going actually all the way, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's going all the way into this little power supply. And then it's kind of convoluted, but this is just my meter lead right here, sitting on the positive battery, supposedly output. And then I've got a negative lead here. So the whole thing should energize that rotor, and we'll see what happens. Let me put you on a tripod real quick. So you should be able to see the voltage right there. So I just come down here, flip the switch on the power supply, put my handy dandy impact wrench on here, and watch the voltage and see if anything happens. Wow, kind of lost control of it there. Okay, well, I don't know if you saw that, but it went up to like 40 volts. So it is making electricity. So, what is the next step? Went up to like 40 volts, I think, at one point. I don't know if I said that already. Anyways, let's see. What else shall we do to this thing? I think probably I'm going to order like at least the bearings for it, and then actually take it apart and clean it. I did take it apart. I didn't film that, but I did take it apart and got a lot of dirt out of it and put it back together and stuff. And then I soldered those wires onto the rotor brushes just to give this a try. So that's what I'll do next, is I'll get some bearings coming and basically rebuild it and turn it into a welder. Should be fun.